Good morning, everyone. It's a frosty morning. Whoop, beautiful. Oh, there the guys. Sunny. It's going to be sunny. There's not a cloud in the sky. Look at that, you guys. And I'm blowing smoke. Okay. Let's see here. We had daylight saving times. Oh, God almighty. If it weren't for, Good morning, girls. Good morning. If it weren't for the, computer they all, I wouldn't even know. I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to it. I don't need to. What's his name? George Hudson came up with this baloney. Well, can't call it anything different. You know why he wanted daylight saving time? So that after work he could go and hunt for bugs for an extra couple hours. So dumb. Then why do we even have a 24-hour period and this and that and I don't know what if you can just go out there and change it? Right, guys? Yeah. And sadly, because of that, it was like we got up in the dark to go to get the kids to school, and they came home in the dark. I mean, it's like you thought, oh, okay, now it's getting a little lighter in the morning, this done, then you switch, and here you're in the dark again. I'm not getting it. And then little children trying to get them to go to sleep, but 9 o'clock, it's still daylight. Yeah, it's like, come on now. Yeah. I mean, no wonder people have all them problems when it comes to their mental health when, your system constantly is battling these insane, weird changes of how we are affected by daylight. Watch it. By daylight and nighttime, right? Yeah. Well, anyway. Weird. Well, anyway, I take my time here with that so that the animals don't all get kind of messed up as well. Hi, guys. Hi, Piggy. Which that is. I wonder while people know that they're selfish ideas, take into consideration farmers who have to milk cows, this and that. You think the cow is going to say, okay, well, it's all right, I'll just be another hour in pain before I get milked. It's dumb. It's the dumbest thing anybody ever came up with. No doubt. Someone behind a desk. No kids. No animals to take care of. Right? Yes. Stupid. And the thing is, no one really favors. I don't know anybody out there that favors daylight saving times and all that stuff. Yet we all follow it, right? Nice experiment, regardless who came up with it, to see if everyone would just kind of go with it, right? Even though it's very inconvenient, it's not a convenient thing at all. Okay. 10 yellow on the road. Well, current events. Chapter 11, Part 5. Current events. Yeah. Interesting too, according to so many people out there, we're given direction by the sun and the moon and the stars and then all the astrological stuff and I don't know what. But here we are messing with something, going, well, let's just stick with the time that we had, regular time. I saw another one too a couple of years ago. It says as well, we need to add one more hour to that deal. So I'm going, yeah? Okay. I wonder how long it'll take until you're going full circle, and then what? I mean, hello? How does that make any sense? Any of it. Right. Yet. Everybody follows it for years now. Unless someone else does it in my house, I've not changed the clocks. I'm just leaving at the regular time. Right? Because, oh, it is. I'm going, yeah. And they go, hey, that's not right. I'm going, really is? It's not? As far as I'm concerned, it is. Yes. Oh, well. Why? Right? Excuse me, honey. Why be rebellious on something like that? Well, didn't I just say why? See little Larry out here. I'll go and check over on the other side. So, surely somewhere. Okay, so I'll bring this one up one more time. So, couple of things. Again, I brought that up. What's going on in Afghanistan now? Interesting. It's again, there seems to be no consensus on what actually is going on there. And one side either totally plays down the murder of 4 women who supposedly were told they could get out of the country, and then the other side says, oh, they've been killing people left and right like that. Okay, there's no middle ground. Okay, that's one way to say that. Okay, and then on that one side that played it down, it was that the Taliban does not, they're not allowing them to just go and execute people, and that they have arrested a couple of guys, this and that. Oh, well, yeah, they're taking care of business. Then the other side's like, no, they have this group, and they're pretending to be a part of the American allies, this and that, to get people out, and they lure them, right? So, okay. Is there actually still proper news available out there? Is there? And due to the fact that if you want to go through the media on the internet, then you have to, as a news outlet, you kind of got to, okay, well, we can't talk about this, we can't talk about that, better not talk about, we're going to just, because that's all controlled. So, anyway, to say to all that, there is a way to go. I just, saw that I think I mentioned that too in this chapter already, on how these children were taken to a gay restaurant, gay bar, announced as that. I went in and I said, well, and then there was a whiplash for the teacher, school board member and teacher. How does that work? Okay, well, whatever. And the restaurant. So I went in and I said, I have to put some more out there. I don't know. I have to go up on top. Well, let's keep that then. So I went in and said, well, I guess that's a consequence when you mess with the heads of our children and, no permission to. So this one guy comes in, says something, so, well, the neighborhood is predominantly so and so, and there's other families there, so it's a family restaurant as well. Okay, that's not what it is advertised as though. If you advertise your sexual preference in your restaurant, it's a hookup place, okay? It's as simple as that. The guy comes back with, well, how do you know the parents didn't give their permission? I said, well, because I'm a mother and a grandmother, and no same parent would. Dear me. Again, why does this restaurant owner have to advertise his preference in the bedroom? Anybody? Put a little more here. So, where are our... So whoever this person is, which by the way, no name. I use my name. I don't have a problem with that. Why should I? I don't have anything to hide. Oh, there's little Larry. Okay. Watch out. Watch out, boy. Here he comes. So again, and I made that point clear in my comment to this person. That made it clear, except for using his proper or her proper name. Right. That if it were just a family restaurant, this, that, and why does the bedroom preference of the owner have to be advertised? Isn't that kind of simple to understand? That, no, if you do that, and you have an establishment like that, and there's a bar that goes with it, this and that, it's a hookup place. Okay? For your preference. Okay, well, I'm sorry. Even in as a heterosexual, I'm not confused that I'm a woman, and I do know that I'm attracted to men, okay? And that's that. So I'm not going to go somewhere where heterosexuals also make that a part of their menu. Letting people know, oh, this is, by the way, a strip club, for example. Oh, okay then. Huh? I'm not going to go there. You see? Okay, so what's the difference? Is it a family restaurant? Number one, okay? Number two, which it is not. Not according to, as again, why do I need to know what goes on in your bedroom? What? So here's the other thing. So restaurant owners per se, this snap, right, are going to, or when you walk into somewhere, you're going to also profess your nationality. Oh well, there are Italian restaurants. Okay, that's geared towards food, not your own person and what you like in the bedroom. People do eat food usually in the kitchen at a table or in a restaurant. Now, another thing about that, how old were these kids? And what kind of a field trip is that to go to a restaurant, a closed off space, by the way, which in these times right now, because a lot of children are not, okay, with the virus going around out there, how come they're not somewhere in a park? Huh? Learning about trees or plants. They go at that age, which they look no more than second or third graders, if that, to a restaurant and do what there? Learn about the business. Huh? How old are these children? Uh-huh. Yeah. How come it is that people aren't... So here is this person wants to come and argue with me. And I'm going, well, here, I'll just give it to you straight. Okay? As a mother and a grandmother, I would never give permission, neither would any of my children with their children, give permission for a young child like that to be taken to a hookup place. Okay? Is that clear enough? Oh, here's another one. Now, people have managed, sadly, a small group of people out there has managed to just about remove anything that has to do with good 10 rules in our lives. Now, you might not like the first two. God is your God. No other gods. Don't have any idols. This, that. Okay. Even there, how many young people out there have killed themselves because of idols out there? Huh? Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, I honest to God, people might come up with some weird stories, this and that, of, people who, they followed, God, this and that, and committed suicide. Yeah. Yes. But it wasn't because of God. Okay. Oh, it wasn't because of the idols. Yes, it was. Yes, it absolutely was. So, but all the other commandments, what's wrong with them? I don't care what your sexual preference is. Just what's wrong with the rest of the commandments? Huh? If you are a Christian, regardless of your bedroom preference, what's wrong with all of them? Nothing. And yet, who's removed them? If you don't believe in God, Why do they bother you so much? Hanging in a courtroom, which I think is the best thing. Yeah, in any court, in all the schoolrooms. Huh? In any school. What's the problem? Well, what's the problem of not having them there? Okay, I'm sorry. One doesn't see the difference here? You don't see the difference? You don't think that the one that says, treat thy neighbor as yourself, kind of thing? Yeah, there's one in there. Okay. That's not okay either. Don't you think that if everyone, regard, would follow? It doesn't say anywhere in the Ten Commandments that you can't have whatever sexual preference you prefer. What it does say, don't cheat. Do not commit adultery. Oh, that only goes for a man and a woman? That doesn't go for anybody else out there? If you're a man and you love a man, you're okay if they cheat on you? Or go out and hook up in some kind of a bar, this and that? Hey, it's just a one-night stand. Okay. Really? Women? Same thing? Or whatever. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, then there are the ones who have to have. All right, there is a term for that. You're a nymphomaniac. Okay? You got that? That's a disease. Right? And it definitely doesn't do nobody any good. No one. And on top of that, you're breaking your heart more and more into pieces. You're breaking other people's hearts as well. Oh, and then who knows how many diseases. Okay. Oh, nothing to do with race, nothing to do with poor or rich, nothing to do with your job, nothing to do with where you live. It has to do with your own moral behavior. Right. So why did they all get, and why did that, I mean, as far as I know, in this country, people are predominantly Christian. And yet, what? Did you know that the woman who made a big hullabaloo, probably 40 years ago now or something, in California to get the Ten Commandments, anything to do with God, out of the schools. Did you know what happened to her? She went on a trip, and her daughter got murdered. Yeah. Yes. Oh. Whew. Oh, but I'm not for that. Thou shalt not kill. But more and more, we are removing protection for us in this country when it comes to just staying sane. How many people are on drugs? I'm not just talking recreational drugs. How many people in this country are on mental health drugs? Huh? Yeah. And then, of course, with that comes the blood pressure medicine, the cholesterol, that's all a part of that too. Interesting? Yeah. Well, good job. Then here, I heard another one. There's this church where some shooter went in and created a whole bunch of, I don't know. That's not for you. You're not supposed to eat this stuff. No, come on, get out. Go on, shoot. You're going to get tummy ache from that hay. He can't eat that. He's too old for that. The foxtail don't do well for him. I see, I know that. Okay, so did that woman get what she deserved? No. I guess with the story, what one could teach is, if you go to the extreme to remove God out of school buildings, which is that's where our children are, then I guess there's a consequence to it. Not sure. It's almost as if you give the devil leave to come and get you. God can't protect you anymore. Yeah, we have protection. We have protection when it comes down to it. Guardian angels, or the other angels, our own family members that have already passed this. Now, that's not a myth. That's not just a imaginary thing. That exists. But if you create that much negative energy around you, guess what? Who can protect you? If again and again, people put themselves in a position where, okay, that's probably going to get you shot. That's probably going to get you killed. Or you're going to kill someone else. Like drinking and driving, for example. Yeah, so, chapter 11, part 5, current events. Guess one could say, regardless of what's going on out there, what are you giving up willingly to a small amount of people who clearly do not have the best interest in mind, especially when it comes to children? So yeah, no, it's not about what you prefer when it comes to your sexual doings and not doings. It's about how much responsibility are you willing to carry to protect children out there against people who carry so much negativity around with them due to their actions, due to their behavior, that then they are put into danger. Right? You see? As I said also, how many children in this country, by own family members and friends, are being sexually abused? Yeah. Unbelievable. So, having said all that, back to where is the responsibility of the parents? Why worry about certain things that the school boards want this, that? You come back and say, okay, we'll do that. We'll have a controlled environment to teach our children not to bully, for example, which, right. But kind of for me, that goes into critical race theory as well, okay? To not bully. That's a big thing, isn't it? Yeah, okay. And then you say, but if we do that, we want the 10 Commandments and the Lord's Prayer and back into the schoolrooms, and we want a Bible class available. Do you know that just about in every school there are some children there, they pray in the morning? Oh, well, they're not allowed to. Well, they can. The teachers can. The principal can. But the kids can't. And they do. Unbelievably admirable. Okay? I wonder how many children these children have saved from, utter and total despair because they decide, I'm going to be a part of this. Yeah. It's very easy to go and look up who got killed, who got abused. When you go a little deeper and go, oh, but who is saving who? Huh? Don't you think it's kind of interesting? So having a Bible class there, letting the children and teachers just pray with the children, the ones who want to. Do you see anything in as far as, oh, someone's going to go and kill themselves over that? I don't think so. Yet it was removed. You think that reading the 10 Commandments, that child, everyone says, oh, okay, that's good advice. You think a child will go and kill herself over that? Or a teacher or something? How about the Lord's Prayer? Oh, really? So basically everything that's good, any kind of common sense and logic when it comes to raising a child up to go in a direction where it is good for the child and then the young adult and the adult, and it is good for the people around that child and young adult and then an adult, is being taken away. It's removed. Don't you think that's odd? How about looking at it that way? You don't think that's odd? Yeah. Then, because of course, now you got, that's the truth, and that's the truth, and you're going, that's a lie, and that's a lie, when it comes to the media, right? Because, okay, what do you got, right? Oh. So now suddenly, one is really confused. Huh? Oh, well, so people out there men, weird men, it's always men, like to dress up with a wig, with long hair, this, that, and then dress up as, and then, do this kind of thing or whatever. Well, it's kind of like pantomime to me. Okay, they're silent, but, or it kind of goes back to, if you go into Chinese culture, by the way, on how, what are they called now? Transvestites. On how they dress up and they put all that makeup on and they sing, and most of them sing, this, that. If you go and look in Chinese, that's Chinese opera right there. Okay, ours here don't sing opera, but go have a look. Yeah, kind of interesting. It's very much derived from that. And to just, okay, that's entertainment. Well, that's fine. Now, why take entertainment into a library or into a children's book that then suggests, you see what I mean? What is it? What is it that these entertainers are not getting, per se, and then are kind of almost forcing people to have to accept it? If you don't, well, then you're a this phobe and a that phobe, and it's like, really? Oh, interesting. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm a kind of, I like a certain genre of music. Not big on certain other type of music. So now, how are you going to force me to listen to that and then have to say, oh yeah, it's good? Well, no, it's not. Okay? So an entertainer, say a transvestite, now suddenly it's well, I want everybody to see my show. Well, okay, that's probably not going to happen, ever. Right? So again, instead of, and I'm not sure if they're getting that, instead of just, do what you love doing, per se, there is a certain culture that goes with it, by the way, from way back as well. That's great. And the thing is, if it weren't advertised as what it is, okay, if it were advertised as just entertainment, not some weird sexual thing, again, okay, then, having to do with your gender. Of course, you're a man, okay, doing all that. Of course, I can see you're a man. It doesn't matter how much you dress up with this or that, okay? And, so why suddenly make that into something that then I have to accept? I don't have a problem. Hey, if you like to entertain like that, even if you walk around on the street like that, it's like, okay, some people have Halloween and dress up every day. What do I care? But if you try to stuff it down my throat and down the children's throats, as I said, with what kind of innuendo, then, that's too bad. You're probably going to find some resistance. And one should resist, okay? Yeah, so, no, that kind of stuff does not belong into a school library or a library book reading, okay? No, it doesn't. If for one reason and I don't even know why children's books out there exist like that, okay? Because in my opinion, you don't make that kind of decision until you grow a lot older. Children play dress up all the time. That's nothing new. But to what extent do some people want to take that? As I said, so you like to dress up as a boy, right, in a dress because you guys are, you guys are playing a game. The kids are playing a game. And I've seen that with my children. They're playing a game, okay? Well, then that is part of it. Sometimes younger brothers just follow their older sisters and, oh, that looks good. That doesn't mean anything because they're just playing a game. the people out there who want to suddenly make this weird and, oh yeah, they're already, you're weird. You are weird. Okay? So again, I'm sorry, I'm a mother and a grandmother who will protect her children, her grandchildren, from nonsense like that by saying something, saying, hey, where's your head? Is that straight on or not? Yeah. So, again, why was all that removed? For what reason? Huh? For what reason? Really, truly, when it comes down to it. So you gain more acceptance out there? For what? For what? Sick, perverted, abnormal behavior? If it is not that, then why not put the Ten Commandments, the Lord's Prayer, and Bible study back into the schools? Yes? That's what needs to happen. It needs to happen to put all that back into all the courtrooms. And it isn't just for the criminals there. It is for the judges, the lawyers, to be reminded. Okay? They should be, the Ten Commandments should go around the courtroom big enough that you can't help but read them. Right? We can't do that. That's going to have a negative effect on whom? This isn't about believing in God or not, being a Christian or not. These are some rules that just make common sense for everyone to live together. So why are they removed? Why were they removed? Why didn't people pipe up? Aha. Because even among Christians, who actually follows all them rules? Huh? Who actually follows the guidance of the Lord's Prayer? And if you do read the Bible, how much of it actually do you understand? And then go ahead and teach further. Teach people around you. The one thing that really disturbs me, I've seen lately a lot, is don't be ashamed to share and agree, to loving God or Jesus. Huh? Where did that come from? Why is that sentiment even out there that there should be something to be afraid of or be ashamed of when you love God and you let the people know you love God and God's been good in your life and that you have put your faith in Jesus and are grateful and thankful for his sacrifice of dying on the cross, whatever reason that may be. Not going to get into that. Huh? Anybody? There was one member, I'm going to end this with this one, a church that was, I can't remember, but a white guy went in with a shotgun, shot a whole bunch of people, and then now it's still coming up again. Oh, this was done because these were black people in that church. Really? That's what's important to you. Oh, okay. Okay. What should be important? Huh? They probably want money. I cannot see any pastor supporting that unless there's money. They want money. Right? White guys shot a bunch of black people in a church. Now they're going, oh yeah, that's our ticket to get some money out of them white people now. Oh yeah, That's what you do when you're a pastor? That is what you do when you are a member of the Christian community in this country? That's what you do? Oh, okay. I guess we all know what church is all about now. What does it matter? You're giving again. You are giving the negative side fuel. Instead of just saying, well, I think we have a job to do here. And that is, we must pray for our white brothers and sisters out there. Because that sure was wrong to do per se. And we need to unite better under God. Shouldn't you be defending per se the sanctity of your church, of any church out there? What did you make it into? Yeah, you think God will agree with that? That's going to bless your community? Yeah, okay. Just saying. Just saying. Huh? Yeah. Well, anyway, that goes for anything. Yeah. I mean, one has to question too. Why weren't there any white people in that church? Or Asian people? Or Hispanic people? I went to a church in Oakland, California, and the people there was, I mean, you looked around, it was a black pastor, yeah, with dreadlocks, and I looked around, there were people from New York, there were people from Israel there visiting, there were, oh my gosh, all over the place. There was every nationality in that church. So if a white person comes into that church and starts shooting around, then what? You see? So, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going with that. And I'm also not, yeah, I had to fight that demon. All right? To go and check every time somebody got shot. Oh, yeah, let's see who shot whom. Right? No, I'm not going to get sucked into that. Because there is a commandment that said, thou shalt not kill. Bottom line. Bottom line. What does it matter? Who is shooting whom? And for what reason or purpose? It's wrong. It's the wrong thing to do. That's what we need to unite on. That's why I'm saying them commandments need to get back up on the walls everywhere. We got murals of criminals out there. Where are the 10 Commandments and the Lord's Prayer? What the heck is a criminal, a convicted criminal, doing everywhere? What is that teaching our children? It's okay to go and rob someone at gunpoint and put to threaten a pregnant woman, pointing at her belly with a gun. That's what people want to teach people out there? Because that's what George Floyd did. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, people don't really want to talk about it. Well, I'm talking about it. Huh? I mean, you wouldn't put up pictures and murals of Hannibal Lecter now, will you? Oh, heck, I think he only ate white people, did he? Just saying. You got that? I mean, all right. A little extreme. No, it's not. They were both criminals. Criminals. Yeah. Anywho, yeah, this country has a ways to go. As I said, I am not going to be influenced by lifestyles of people that are destructive, number one. Number two, they're not going to be forced down my throat because I look at the bigger picture and going, hey, wait a second. What are you trying to do here? And who's going to suffer under that? Or suddenly, what? I don't have a right to say, no, my child's not going to go on a field trip like that because that field trip doesn't make sense. You see? All right. So I had my say, current events. Yeah, there's a lot of current events going on out there. There's one thing I don't see. People saying, yeah, we're putting the 10 Commandments in the Lord's Prayer. Back on the street. Back into our schools. Back into our court system. Huh? I'd like to see the White House having those in there. I'm paying for that. I'm paying the rent there and doing that. I'd like to see that in there. Yeah, don't my vote count? Oh, right. Really. Anyway, if people like to see good Christian people out there, even if I know it's difficult to not have, it's difficult. But we don't have to do anything with a weapon in our hands. If we are enough people out there requesting, it's going to happen. So back to daylight savings time. Yeah, aren't we all good little sheep following some weird notion about time, right? Which really is doing good for whom? Who is benefiting from this time change crap? Someone tell me. I know as a mother, having had to bring children to the bus stop this day, it's not the kids. It's not the farmers, because I have animals this and that. I know how they are affected by it. Right? And it's messing with people's heads. Again, messing with people's heads. Right? Here comes my little donkey. Come here, Sage. You're going to come in, you're going to go out. This is, I want that other hay. Yeah, I know it's good hay, but you can't have that. Yeah. Interestingly enough, again, the only people that are affected by any of this, and that should give us a good idea about it all as well, is humankind. There isn't a plant out there or an animal that is fighting any of the principles of creation out there. That's just who they are. Created as they were created. Behaving as they were created. Right? If they are in an ideal situation. Right? Properly kept by a human being according to the principles of love. Right? As a keeper and a user, but never an abuser. There you go. Quite simple. Huh? Yeah. So, we have gone astray, people. By excommunicating God from public places, number one. By suddenly needing more rules and bills and I don't know what to do what? To abuse the sexual realms. It's the quickest way to destroy people. Yeah. So, as I said, now you go ahead and do what you want in your bedroom. I don't want to be in there. I don't. No, thank you. That's your domain. But if you're bringing your bedroom domain out into public, yet at the same time you're banning God's good common sense in the Ten Commandments, when it comes down to it, then yeah, you're going to probably have a problem with not being accepted. It's not going to happen. I believe that with all my heart to mind. At the same time, I do hope that people out there who are that misguided or have such a narrow view. Oh, I'm told I have a narrow view. That's not true. Again, that's absolute false. I have a very broad view. I see the bigger picture. If in your picture you do not advocate for the safety of children, which has to start, not just in our own families, in our community, in our nation, it's got to go around the world. Nations out there that are turning a blind eye, including this one, to children being sold to older men for pleasure, and they're going to go down. You're going to go down big time. The question is, how? Yeah. So, no, I have a broader view. I see the bigger picture. I want it to stop. Why can't everybody just get on board with something like that? Really? No? Yeah. Well, anyway, that's what I wanted to say in that last chapter. Huh? Leaving you with a question. Are the preferences that you got in your own bedroom really, really so much more important than the safety, the well-being, physically and mentally for a child? Then. Well, I'm afraid I will never agree with you then. Because regardless on what's going on anywhere, this or that, I'm going to be watching. I will do my own part when it comes to all that for the children around me and try to keep them safe. That's what I'm going to do. So, yeah. So all them churches out there, that one in particular, really? All right, well, I guess you got an agenda going on as well. Yeah, not much better than the guy that came into your church and decided that he didn't like something. Yeah. As it says in Lord's Prayer, and forgive us as we forgive those. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Right? That's not just about, I just have to forgive all this. And hopefully then I'm going to be forgiven. Or God forgives me. It's not just about that. It's about understanding where our heart should lie. Where our attention should be at. It's telling you just as much to do that. Huh? And then God will forgive you. And then you're going to be able to truly say, oh, I know now how forgiveness works. On how I do give that to others. You see? Anywho. Okay. That's it for today. God's love and blessings always. Now, we'll talk to you all another time. Chapter 11, Part 5, Current Events. We need to bring God back. Everywhere. 100%. Nope, it's not negotiable. Talk to you all another time.